Iron sharpening iron, hit a spark when we speak. Stronger together, yeah, we building each week. Each one reach one, yeah, the whole world know. Big Jack story time, Walt talks, let's go.
All right. Welcome to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. I'm your man, Big Jack Story Time. It's my man, Walt Talks over here. This is where we prove we are stronger together, that if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. And we know all month long we've been celebrating Father's Day. So June is coming to an end, and we're still celebrating the fathers out there. So all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day to you all. Again, welcome to the show. Walt, how you doing, sir?
Today is the 28th. I just opened up my 28th pair of socks and my 28th pair of underwear, man. I'm good. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm good, Jack. Everything's good, man. How you making out, sir?
Doing well. Look, just got back in town. Did a buddy's trip. That was the first time I ever went on a buddy's trip.
Okay.
So I went out to Utah to play golf, and I had a good time. I had never been to Utah before, so it was seven other guys, so 7 plus myself, and we're out there in the hot deserts of Utah playing golf. Yeah. And then straight from there, I had to go to Texas because I had a business conference I had to go to. So I played golf that first day there in Texas on the Cowboys golf course. Cowboys golf club.
Oh, okay. Did you hack up the star?
No, it's funny because that star's sitting up on the side of the hill, so you don't get to hack at it that much. I had a good time. It was a good course, good time. To be a non-Cowboy fan, I felt, kind of honored to be out there.
Don't say it, man.
Yeah. But I did have opportunity, and as a shout out to them, I got to run into our producer, Boss B. So I actually got to meet.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So that was the first time ever. So and so everybody out there in Texas, hey, because it wasn't too hot. It was a nice day. It was overcast, so it didn't get real hot out there. But at the same time, I had a good time. But enough about me. We have a good panel with us today.
Looking forward to it.
We're still celebrating these fathers and Father's Day, so I want to get them up on the stage and let's kick this thing off, man, so we can have a good conversation. I always know we got with this crew, we can always have a conversation, but let's have a good conversation.
Yeah,
are you ready for them?
Let's make it happen, man.
Let's get them up on the stage. All right, thank you all for tuning in to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show and the Gentleman's Journal. All right, there we go.
Right.
We got some superstars up on the stage. Everyone up on this stage has been here before. I got my man Uncle Funk up there, Coach E, and then Brother Keith. Somehow he popped off, but he'll be back. So again, welcome, gentlemen. How you doing?
Good.
How's it going?
Happy Father's Day to y'all too, man. I salute y'all, man.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've been celebrating Father's Day all month long. So this is the end of it. But, we're trying to do a little different spin on it. It's not about, all the things of, what did I get and this and that and what makes a father over a dad and all of this. And how many women can claim their fathers because there's no man in the house and all that. Because I know 100% if a man would ever say Mother's Day, because they're a single parent father,
it would be a problem.
It would be a war, right?
Yeah.
So, but we ain't gonna get caught up in that. And I'm throwing it out there, but we ain't gonna get caught up in that. But there are some things that I want to focus on today. Gentlemen, that for the new dads out there, and even some of the dads that got some years behind them who might have some experiences and things that maybe we've been through. So these are some of the things. Because I seen a video the other day. I'm gonna share that video. I think I was able to pop it up, and I see we got some people coming in. But so if you're out there, hello, and welcome to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, the Gentleman's Journal. And we're kicking it off. But I want to show you just a little clip of this video. So let me see if I can pull it up, and then we're going to get into our conversation. So let me see if I can pull it up, though. Give me a second. See if I can pull it up. Yeah, I think I got it right here. All right. So this look at this right here. gentlemen, and let me know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
He do that shit with me.
I get it. Enough is enough sometimes. Enough is enough. You go all out for everybody else. It's only one funky ass day. Be there probably for birthdays, Mother's Day, graduations, every damn thing. One damn day y'all can get that man a card.
Wow.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm stopping it right there. Because this man, and we see the video, and you saw it. It wasn't like it was an AI video, or if it was, they did a really good job with AI. He set his house on fire.
Wow.
He set his house on fire, and you could tell. See, and the big thing, what she didn't, I didn't let it play all the way through. But one of the things she was saying is sometimes you don't know the mental health of people.
That's true.
And how much, you know, like I say, it's just one day, one little funky card or whatever you want to call it, and the disappointment to the point that you're standing there waiting for them to come take you away. You already know the rest of the deal. Like, that's all right. So, gentlemen, just seeing that little clip of video, it wasn't a lot. And what goes through your mind when you see that? I mean, you're hearing the laughter in the street. You're seeing the people clowning them like, you know, how dumb are you, da-da-da-da-da. But it takes a lot to...
Yeah, man. For me, he's fed up. And like you said, people may not know his mental state at that point, and that's a problem too. They should. These are people he lived with, obviously. They should know what this man is going through. But we can all admit that burning down the house, that's extreme. That's extreme. And that's another lesson too for all of us that I know that I've learned a long time ago. I'm sure most of you have. That we can't bottle things up all the time.
Right.
It's like a keg, right? A powder keg. You keep stuffing it down. The unappreciated way people treat you, especially those that are closest to you. You expect more from them. Right or wrong, you expect more from them. Right or wrong, whether it should be expected or not. You expect more from those people that are closest to you. And when that doesn't happen, I can't ever see myself doing something like this. And I feel unappreciated sometimes too. And once again, I'll agree that that's extreme. But and all the other stuff that's going on in the world too. So
look, Coach E, I've seen videos where the person comes home and he unalives the whole family.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, he really exercised a tremendous amount of restraint because he didn't hurt anyone. I'm not saying it's right, but he still made a conscious decision not to physically harm, maim, kill anyone in the house. But he definitely made his point. And it's extreme 100%. But you got to think, is what the card represents to him. It's not the fact that they didn't give him a card. It's like the disrespect, what that represents to him. Because to all of us, when you think of things, it's not the thing that affects you. It's what the value that you put on it. And that's probably what took him to that extreme, man. Yeah.
I couldn't help but think yesterday, I went out to take the trash because it was overflowing. I went to take the trash outside, and right outside the door, like 3 feet from the trash, came a stack of boxes. And I remember burning up inside, thinking to myself, you know what? Nobody can't even just put the damn boxes in the trash. Just leave it up to me. I do it. Nobody even say nothing. I do. So I could definitely see all the little things that just keep, don't worry, whatever. He'll do it. He'll take care of it. And then just like the lady said, just one stinky old little card, I could definitely see his point. Because I know some extreme things have gone through my mind. Nothing that bad. I mean, I ain't going to burn my house down, you know what I mean? But I could definitely put myself in his shoes it's symbolic, right? You know what I mean? Basically, not getting nothing for Father's Day is saying you ain't done nothing all year long. You don't even deserve a card. You don't even deserve a card. I don't care you got up late at night to get diapers. I don't care that you did this. I don't care that the car was on E and you had to be late for work because I drove the car and didn't put a gas. I don't care about none of that. You don't even deserve a card. That's how I see it.
And here's the irony of it. There's a whole show called Snapped about women losing it all the time. I mean, so we see this as like, oh my God, but Snapped is a whole show. So you know, across the genders, this thing happens more than what we probably are aware of. So, and the thing about betrayal, it comes from within, because you can't be betrayed by a person that you don't love or respect.
Right.
So the betrayal comes from within, and
Yeah.
that's what seems like my man just figured like he just had enough. And again, he sat there and waited for the police. And as a former fireman, I'm looking at this thing, man. It's rolling. It's doing pretty good in there.
Yeah.
Outside the front door.
It's rolling, man. He's standing right there waiting for it to happen. And he didn't shoot at the police.
Nope.
You know, he didn't run from the police. He didn't leave anybody in the house when he set the place off. I guess so. I'm thinking if you play the whole thing, or if you know, once you read the paperwork on the whole thing, you probably done paid for the house, yada 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 yada. And you know what?
All that overtime.
And nobody's living in this joint. Yeah. So I mean, at least he made a conscious decision not to hurt anybody.
Right. Man, Keith down there, what you got on your mind, Keith?
You know what, fellas, I tell you what, that was really a trigger for me, because especially us being African American males, we've seen this scene too many times. Whether it's a fire, gunshots, or whatever, we've seen this too many times to where that's where the enough is enough, man. Because as a man, as a father, you're expected to carry on so much weight, right? Nobody cares about your feelings. It reminds me of that song, man, To Be a Man, right? Because your feelings are not expected to come to the front of the table. Oh, you a man. That's what a man do, right? But at the end of the day, man, that emotion and that feeling, it looked like he had enough, right? He was at his tipping point. He had enough. And look at the alternative, though, to the point where he chose that. He didn't run. He didn't do, that was his outlet, his way out, right? And that's what I love about, you know, what we doing with Iron Sharpening Iron is, man, we really get to express the emotions to let people know that, guess what? Yes, we're men, but we're human beings and we have emotions as well, right? And man, just think about that, guys. Just a card, really? Is that really asking a lot? It's not. It's really not. But we gotta. I know it's June, but man, listen. Every fellas, every
day is
second
Father's
of the day, every month is Father's Day, because again, a lot of that stuff is an unwritten rule. It doesn't matter all the stuff you've done. It only takes one mistake. Oh, see, look, just like your daddy. One mistake.
Override everything.
Yeah, then they compare you to you just like your father. Like, what? Oh God.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, okay, all right. Anyway, look, and again, we're not out here trying to bash. I mean, that was a video that I saw, and you know, and it's appropriate to have the panel here. Like I said, I don't believe that was faked in any kind of way with AI, anything like that. I believe that guy was at his tipping point, and you could say, yeah, he went to the extreme or whatever, but you know, it's the thing is sometimes, like you said, what was the value he put on the card? So to him that card was the same as what they put on the house, or all the stuff that's in the house. Those 40-inch TVs or 60-inch TVs, the video games and all of that. So it's like I'm putting the same value that I put, like a card would have saved $300,000 to $400,000 worth of stuff. So that that $2, $3 card would have saved $300,000 to $400,000 worth of stuff. But because you didn't have enough compassion or empathy or whatever for me, then I don't have any for you. So we can all be. And unfortunately, the courts are not going to see it that way. The judge's not going to see it that way. And it looked like they were in row homes or townhomes. So the next door is going to get.
Right.
It's not just going to be his house. It's just going to go down. And the laughter and all that in the street probably didn't help because that would.
That's the sickening part right there.
Yeah.
That's the sickening part right there.
You don't realize, you're laughing, you're videoing it and all of this, and that person's up there hurting to the point.
That's a whole nother topic right there.
They don't even care anymore. And that's it. So I see you had your hand up, Marco. Go ahead.
I just realized something. Father, he has kids. Even if they couldn't afford a card, the mother didn't have the kids sit down and write Happy Father's Day. Like, I just thought about that. Like, that's almost a given.
But again, man, that's just a symptom. You know what I mean? That's just a symptom, man. This thing probably goes so deep because think about it, man. He lives there too.
So he
think about that. He lives there too.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't harm any. Again, man, the judge is not going to see it. Well, he'll see it this way. He's like, hey, I understand. I don't condone it, but I understand. But the law is the law.
Yeah.
But he lives there too. So he is there waiting for the police to come, willing to go to jail. And he is probably feeling in that moment, more free than he has probably felt in a long time. And how depressing is that?
Yeah. And it's normal to the people outside
on the street.
That's the crazy part. Like that's not that shouldn't be normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, this has been shown for long. Man, listen, I know like with my daughters, it ain't even about going to buy a car. Like Uncle Funk said, man, they create the car. Remember, it's all about from the heart.
Yeah.
Right? As men, we could do 14 things correct. As soon as we do not show up one time,
you can hear
everything is out the window.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it in a slightly different direction if y'all don't mind, because of what something Keith said a minute ago about it's not just being about Father's Day, it's Father's Day all day after day after day after day. And my thing with I gotta thank God for this because my wife, and my daughter, and my son, and they got a bunch of people together, right? Women, they got a bunch of women together. All of them cooked food for Father's Day. Everybody cooked a dish. They put on their outfits and waited on us and everything.
Nice.
Fed us. What do you want? What do you want something to drink? Like as if we were at a restaurant. They did this in my home. Oh, beautiful. But guess what happened the day after Father's Day? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes for me, I see stuff like that and I'm like, okay, I know what y'all gonna do on Father's Day, but what about the rest of the year? Where's I hate to go there, but that's real. That's real. It's like, okay, y'all go, if you can do it now, what's the problem with the? You know what I'm saying? So
the best analogy I have for that is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Because that same question comes up.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing these things for a woman on Valentine's Day, and she's like, well, I'd rather have such and such 364 days out the year than you just do this thing on Valentine's Day. And I'm not, luckily, that's not my life, right?
Right.
But again, man, the reality is people's expectations are their expectations. And if everyone is not clear of what's expected of them and by them, this is where the problem starts.
Unspoken expectation.
And that's all it is, bro. That's all it is. So, and then the sad part is, this poor guy, I ain't gonna say poor guy, but this guy, and I say poor for unfortunate or what's happening, he has been managing his expectations all this time. Because you can't tell me this year something went awry and he just snapped. Hey man, this has been going on for a while, and he's probably more disappointed in himself for being in that situation and allowing this thing to play out as long as it's probably played out. And I'm just assuming, but again, man, he didn't kill anybody. He was very methodical. He was very intentional about what he did and when he did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't take everybody with him. He didn't. I mean, he sat right there. He didn't do suicide by a cop. He was very intentional, man. I mean, it's like I can only imagine.
They
what this
call
guy-
that premeditated.
Say that again.
I said they call that premeditated.
Yeah, but think
Yeah.
about it. He
No, I'm just saying according
yeah
to
yeah
the law.
no 100%.
Mhm.
But he still he
Right.
didn't burn anybody up in the house. He didn't do harm to anybody. So he was aware enough,
Right.
self-aware enough that I'm not doing that. But this house right here, oh yeah, it's gone. And we don't even know. I mean, once the story, you read the story where it happened, it may have been a divorce. He may have been out the house. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying he was very deliberate
Mhm.
in his actions.
Yeah.
And as a fireman, I'm sitting there saying, man, when the police happen to show up first, but if the fire department shows up and the guy's standing on the front porch and the house is burning, I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? That's like, okay,
Yeah.
so like, what else is going on here? So
Yeah.
man, that's it's interesting.
Man, I noticed that, and we're going to move on from this one. But I
Mhm.
noticed that where he's standing by the door, so and no one's coming up on that porch to mess with him. Not even
no.
the men that's out in the
Yeah.
street. So
Mhm.
it could have been way more involved before the fire started, and this, especially like you said, with the police being there first. So it probably would a little domestic going on, some arguing going on, or
Yep.
whatever. But it got to the point where it's like, I can't have it, and none of y'all
Yep.
gonna have it either. And
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
So, but with that being
I mean-
said, it's very unfortunate for that gentleman. But that is not the only story. That was the only story that was recorded that we can see, because I'm sure across the country, there was many of people who came downstairs or woke up, and you do have these, fake. I don't want to say fake, but you have these expectations of what this day is
Yeah.
going to be like, and you already know you're going to get your socks and your tie and this and that. But it's just like, where's the sock and the tie?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, come on. And
Yeah. I don't know.
go ahead, Akko.
I'm just sitting here thinking about my man's just at the moment that he decided to do it. I can imagine what was going through his head. All the sacrifice I do to provide this house for y'all,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll take it away just that quick.
It's like they're quick. Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
some
and-
help, man. And that's where
Yeah.
we, as friends, brothers, cousins, uncles,
Yeah.
that's where we got to get involved because the signs had to be there. That's where the OG terms come from.
Yeah.
We got to get involved before it gets to this point. Get some help, man, because obviously he was past his point.
Oh yeah.
Get some help. Step in, because listen, everybody ain't meant to be together, man. Let me just say that.
At all.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I mean, so I like what you said about the expectations, man. Fellas, and this is from a man's perspective. We got to have that conversation, man, before we jump into things, and that's
Right.
and that's just real. And then guess what? We need to pick a time and then have it again, because we know as we grow, as your jobs change, as you move up, things still happen, and sometimes that reconnection is not there. We got to make sure we go back and keep reconnecting. Hey, not to harp on this, but are you still having the same expectations?
Right.
Is this still what we wanted? You know what I mean? Because when you get to that point, man, listen, it's okay to walk away.
So let me ask you this: this just say for the sake of this discussion, it'd have been one of us,
Yes.
and nobody was surprised. Can we agree that we failed as a group, that individual? If it's like, oh man, he
Absolutely.
finally burned it down. Yeah, there you go. Because
Absolutely.
so I don't know if he had that or he didn't have that. I mean, it's just a 30-second video. But if it had been one of us and one of us did that, it's like, man, why didn't I see this? Or Eli saw that, but I never thought it would go to that thing. And then there may be something that we couldn't have done. His crew, his
Yes.
friends, his village couldn't have helped him with, man. But you got to think, man, just think about how many things have to go wrong
Right.
before you
Yeah.
get to that point. But you have the wherewithal you specifically burn up the house, you don't hurt anybody. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that to
Yes.
me, that it's premeditated 100%. But man, that thing was well thought out
Yeah, it was.
because
See,
we always hear about how it goes the other way, right? How
Yeah.
somebody came home and you had scrambled eggs, you like this eggs over light, and then it was it was just over, for
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, this guy totally snapped, but this guy right here, man, he was self-aware enough to say, "All right, this is what we're doing."
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother
Well,
level of disappointment there, man.
and let me add a wrinkle to that,
Hmm.
fellas. This thing called ego, man, we got to get that
Yeah,
in control
ego is the enemy.
because it's okay to ask for help, man. It is okay to ask for help. I know society says, "Oh, you got to be strong," and no,
Mhm.
man, ain't nobody worrying about that. It's okay to ask for help. You don't supposed to know all the answers. And guys, there is no book on fatherhood. There's no book on
Mhm.
being a man. You know what I mean? Your experiences are your experiences. But we got to put that ego to the side, man, and ask for help because we don't want our kids seeing us like that.
It's almost like he was saying, "Can you hear me now?"
right.
It's almost
Yeah.
like he was saying, "Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?" Now I got your attention. So yeah. So hey, man, go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry, man.
No, and it's
Man,
important that we get these things out because it's important to discuss this because this is what men do. This is what the show is all about.
So
The iron sharpening and the iron. We all as men with real world scenarios and real world situations. And yeah, we might not. No one on this panel might not have been in that boat before, but I was close. I've told you about that, Walton. I've shared that because
hmm
I've been through a divorce. And I
so
remember waiting for the officers to come and
hmm
walk me out the house because of the fact that, and what I was trying to say with that was just because I didn't want anybody to say that I did something and I
hmm
left early, and then all of a
Mm,
sudden this person hurt themselves or whatever. Then they
hmm
say I did it. I
absolutely.
say I want you to look at that person and see there's no marks, there's on this and that, and now I'm walking out this door.
hmm
So those are things you do to protect yourself. But you're at that
Absolutely.
point where like it's over, it's done, and it's sad that this is a Father's Day video that we
Yeah.
watch. But it is real. So go ahead, Aqua. Go ahead, Aqua. Quick.
hmm
I want to go back to what Walt said. I gotta admit, I would probably be guilty of what you was talking about, failing somebody, failing a friend.
hmm
For the simple fact is, I mean, I have a friend that really we clown all the time. The
hmm
only time we really get serious is when we complaining about our significant other about not showing us any type of appreciation. That's the only time we ever get serious. Everything else is
hmm
Hmm.
jokes.
Yeah.
But when we do complain, it's normal as God talk.
hmm
Like he says the same thing I say. Da 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 da. So I would assume if somebody was complaining to me, she don't understand, she don't show me no respect, da 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 da. She don't appreciate me. I would just take that as yeah, that's how we do. That's just being a man. I wouldn't take it as this guy's about to snap. I would take it as yeah, that's us. That's being a man. So
To
I would be guilty of letting him slide because I would just be like, yeah, that's all across the bear.
to your point and to Keith's point, because Keith, you mentioned the song "To Be a Man." There's an artist named Dax, Dax, and he's got several versions of it. He did one with Hootie and Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. But there's another one that's like a mega mix where he actually challenged the public to put verses on that song. If you ever get a chance, Dax, Dax,
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
I heard
be
him.
a man, and it's like the ultra mix or the mega mix or something like that.
Yep.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. And Jack, I think when I heard it the first time, I sent it to you years ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Man, I gotta tell you, man, that thing hit hard for me, man. It hit
It's
hard.
hard for me.
It hit
But
hard for me, man. I mean, especially when I heard the mega mix because there were several artists from all over the world, maybe like 5 different artists from all over the world who put verses on that song, man. I'm gonna tell you, it hit hard for me, man. And I was going through some stuff at that time too. It hit hard for me, bro. I ain't lying,
hey,
man. It hit me hard.
I got a question for you.
Hmm.
How many, when you got married, left your area to be in your wife's area? meaning that you're no longer in your comfort zone, if you want to look
Yeah.
at it that way.
Yeah.
And that's too sometimes hurt men because you're all alone.
Yeah.
Like there was no
Never
friend
thought
out
about that.
there. That's the other person's family. That's the other
I'm
person's
right,
friend.
right here.
You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing that a lot of men go through.
That's a great
They're
point.
down on the island by themselves, and
Yeah.
you're out there, and you're
Yes.
frustrated. And when you turn around and you look,
Ain't
you
nobody
can
there.
hear out there in the video. There's nobody on your side.
Wow.
There's nobody listening to your side of the story. There's nobody coming to you. And if they are coming to you, they're coming to you from the other person's point of view, telling you
Yeah.
that you're wrong and that
That's a
you're
great
not
point.
right. Something wrong with you. And that right there too is frustrating because we do bend more as men to make everybody else happy. You know, I'm good. Look, dude, I slept in a pup tent. I'm military. You know, they gave me only half of a tent. They gave me a shelter half. I had to find
Yeah.
somebody the other half so I could sleep outside. So I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get hurt. Sometimes it hurt deep, and it hurt real deep, and people don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? And again, as a woman said at the end of that video, and that was her stitch, that a stinky little card. There's a funky card would have probably solved this problem, and it's not. So I got a question for y'all fellas. I just want to throw this up here. So here we go. So I know. Let's see. Boom. Is being a father about biology or responsibility?
Mm.
I'm gonna say responsibility.
Or
responsibility for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So you don't have to be the biological person to become the father or be a father. Well, how does that work? I'll say you can be a father without being biological, but you can't be a dad. I don't know how it works. So how does that work?
So this is my opinion. I think the greatest thing a father can do is just show up.
Absolutely.
If you show up, you can figure out the rest. I think, and I trust me, I found that trust me when I tell you this. This is on a personal tip for me. Showing up, because the greatest compliment you can ever be paid as a father is that you showed up. And when I say show up, I mean you'll figure out what needs to be done at that point. But if you show up, that's what it is. And you can't be somebody's mother. You know, you may not be someone's biological father. I got plenty of friends in that situation too. But the thing is, and sometimes it may not happen until that person is grown and they realize, you know what, you always showed up for me. So you might not get your flowers, so to speak, till down the road, but you showed up. And I'm telling you, man, it's just like we all know what we needed as young boys, right? And we all knew what we appreciated as young boys, and we knew what we needed as young men. And the fact that somebody showed up for you, took the time to pour into you, sometimes, man, that's what got you through what you went through, if you think about it. And it may have been your biological father, it may have been the guy at the barbershop, who basically was in your ear, who just expected enough of you, enough from you, thought enough of you to pour into you. And that's what it is, man, because there's plenty of biological fathers out here who not doing what they supposed to do, so to speak, right? And people step in the gap all the time. And again, we don't know that guy's situation, back to that, but it could have been the situation. That could have been the frustrating part. So,
all right, well, Walt, I'm gonna throw this at you though, because what if you are showing up but you're not wanted?
So if you show up and not wanted,
how many weddings where the young lady wants her biological father to walk them down the aisle? How many graduations where they don't even have a ticket for you, but you've been in that person's life?
How about that?
So I'm just saying, you're there. You've been putting the time in and the effort, and you help this person get through kindergarten all the way to senior year, graduation, proms, and all that stuff, but you don't have a ticket to the graduation.
So you got to meet
the daughter dance.
Hey, man, look, let's be clear about this. Nobody's coming to save you, right? That's what it is. So at the end of the day, man, you got to meet disrespect with distance. You can't meet it with aggressiveness, because that's what got that guy is going to jail right now. So you just got to meet it with distance, man. So you got to just show people with your absence. and it hurts. It's
Yeah.
probably not the best thing, not the preferred thing to do. But what are your real? If you think about this from a pragmatic point of view, and you think about what your best options are, you don't have many options. So sometimes you just got to walk away from it, man. I mean, it's just because think about it. If you don't, you going to be down the cell block
Yeah.
like this guy here. So as much as this guy probably hurts, man, it probably would have just been, if he was doing enough that made him
Yes.
burn up the house, his absence eventually would have been felt.
My question would be
Mhm.
like, what, as a man, what are you doing that for? What are you doing all those things for?
What do
Why
you
are
mean?
you showing up? No, I'm just saying, why are
Oh,
you showing up? That's what you have to ask yourself that.
because that's what you're
Because
supposed to be doing. We
well,
can
sometimes it's because
disagree.
that's
Because you're trying to
Go
get
ahead,
in
Coach.
good with the mother. Well,
No,
do
no,
you
no.
mean it? Is it
That's it.
real?
I mean, Coach E, explain yourself because I'm missing someone on that one.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you
trying to
get
listen
cut
to
off.
Walk. He froze up a little bit, so that's what.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm saying,
okay. I thought you froze up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no,
Mhm.
right. Yeah, I'm just saying, ask yourself if something like that happens, where you put all of this stuff in, all this work in, because that's who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hopefully, that's why you're doing it, because that's who you are. Not that you're trying to get something from them. You're doing it because that's your
Yeah.
character. And
Yes.
once and if that happens in the end, you can still live with that because that's who I am.
That's how I am.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
right.
not trying to make light of it. I
Coach
know
E,
it's got to be painful. I know it's got to be, it hurts that happened to you. But when you stay true to yourself, you can always hold your head up and walk. Like
You
you
can
said,
hold your head up and walk.
and
wait a
walk.
minute, wait a minute, Coach E. Come on, help me out now. Help me out.
I'm here.
Help me
I'm here.
You. It's a wedding. That's to say, it's a wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't pull out your checkbook and you didn't pay
That's right.
for everything,
That's right.
and don't have an invitation to a wedding that you paid for.
I'm
And
You
making my
missing it,
own
Jack.
invitation.
because you're gonna still go back home, and that woman is gonna still be at your side, and that girl is gonna still be your daughter because that's who you are. What, the walking checkbook? How does that work? Help me.
But that's what I just said. You got to meet disrespect with distance. That's why I
Yeah.
said. So at that point, let's be clear about this, man. As human beings, man, woman, boy, girl, we all do things from a self-serving perspective. If you walk an
Absolutely.
old lady across the street from the grocery store and carry her groceries, it's because you also feel better knowing that you're supposed to help this lady. So what you're supposed to do, what you know what you're supposed to do. Back to E's point. So you've done all you can do.
Okay.
And back to my point, in that moment, it's not going to feel good. It may not be the great opportunity,
Right.
but at some point, he's got to be self-aware enough to take responsibility for his actions
Yeah.
and just leave out the situation and deal with the consequences.
Right.
Because think about it, man. What
Absolutely.
options does he really have? You
Absolutely.
either go aggressive, which doesn't help anyone,
Nobody.
or you beat it with distance because
Yeah.
you have no control over how another person is. Matter of fact, your first question to yourself is, man, I must be horrible at picking people.
Yeah.
If you're really self-aware, man,
Yeah.
I must be horrible at picking people. And man, I'm gonna give you all this one, man. My favorite quote is by a guy named Og Mandino. He wrote The World's Greatest Salesman, man. And I'm telling you right now, his quote was, nothing. Oh my God, man. Please give me 1 second here, man. Og Mandino. He says, nothing is easier. Oh my God, man. I apologize for this, man. Oh
Okay.
man. But you got to take responsibility. No, here we go. Nothing is so easy as to deceive oneself, since what we wish is always easy to believe. No one in my life has deceived me as much as I have. And if you think about it, if you're really being honest with yourself and you got a level of self-awareness, back to E's point, Coach E's point, hey man, I've done all I can do. I did what I'm supposed to do because that's the way I'm built. If
Right.
that person doesn't receive that, then it's still on you to deal with that. But sitting here man, I did this and did that, because guess what? They know what you did
Yeah.
when they did what they did. They know when they didn't invite you, Jack. They knew what the hell they did.
And also, I got to say to this too, though, with something that, because that's, to me, that's an extreme thing to do to somebody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There has to have been a pattern of disrespect.
100%. It didn't just happen overnight.
That didn't just happen.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? You got to just
Yeah.
at the end of the day and say, no, you can't come to the work. What?
Come on, man. Yeah.
There's a pattern of disrespect that man ignored, that man glossed over, that man's.
And let's be clear.
And God,
the man
give you
is a bigger problem. The guy, the real father, who knows that this man has raised his kid. That guy right there ain't worth a damn either. If you think about it, because if he was halfway decent, he'd be like, look, me and this girl's mother, or me and this guy's mother, we couldn't get along. Hey, man, but this man here has been there for my kid. He's not, as a man, management 101, he's violated. He's violating the code too if he does that. So he's worth a damn either.
I see Keith down there. What you got, Keith? What you got?
Well, and listen, I'm gonna give y'all a real world situation that happened this year with me. So I'm at one of my daughter's track meets. Go to everything. You know, I'm one of the only fathers there, the only black father there. Coach comes up to me after the game. Coach says, "Wow, man." He says, "You know, Mr. Mercer, you show up to every event. Why is that?" And I was prepared and ready for him because, again, man, listen, I ain't playing about mine, you know. And so I said, "Coach, why wouldn't I show up? What you should be asking, where all these other fathers at?"
How about that?
I said, you know, but the coach was worried that I was out there critiquing him because of my background. And I said, look, no, I'm dad, man. I said, the most important thing to me is that she can look up there and see me present. It's to see me there. I said, man, listen, it ain't got nothing to do with your coaching. I said, man, your coaching trash. I mean, that's just the reality. I said, but for me, I want her, I just want to be there with her when she's going through these experiences. And guys, we have one situation, one meet where she just lost it. And I was so thankful, man. I done been to probably, guys, 200 meets. But that one meet,
man,
when she needed me the most, I was there.
You showed up.
So then that meant everything for me to where, look, it don't matter. It's just your presence, man. And then especially for us girl dads, it's so important for us to be able to role model what a real man should do, what a real father should do for his kids, because they're watching, man. They're really watching us. So it's been times where, I've been wanting to slap somebody, but I know my kids are watching, and I know I need to toe that line because I can. You know what I mean? Because I can, as opposed to, oh, go to your mom. If I'm emotional, I'll go to your mom. No, we have to be there. You can't sit and complain if you're not there. And like Walt said, a real man to be able to say, you know what, I'm deficient in these areas. If this other dude can step up and my kid is doing better, I see my kid growing, hey man, my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you. He can't be a part of it if you are. You know what I mean? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, but if you in jail or burning houses down,
or
because
just
at the end of
divorce.
the day, absolutely, be able to walk away. A real man can walk away, but you got to be there, man. And you can't complain if you ain't there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because society don't care about how we feel. Because the first thing they're gonna say is what you do.
Nobody cares.
It ain't working. What did you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like what Billy said, man, listen, that's real. We normally uproot ourselves and we are expected that, oh, ain't nothing gonna change. And it's different. Your environment different. The culture is different. You know, the thing, guys, because I'm in Iowa. The things that I grew up doing back in Maryland and DC, I can't do here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's different. But then again, you just got to keep recreating yourself, man, and just standing up as a man. And one of the things that I always tell myself, man, we built for it.
Yeah,
That don't
that's
make it
true.
right. It
Yeah.
don't make it right. But we have to be able to walk away. We got to be able to think things through because people are watching. I told you so. I
Yeah,
told you he wasn't nothing, girl.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because those 20 seconds, man,
What
can
you do
cost you
to
20
her?
years, man. The 20
What you
seconds
do to
of
her?
lapse in
Yeah.
judgment can cost you 20 years of your life,
All
man.
right, gentlemen, I'm
Absolutely.
gonna throw another one at you. Got to throw
Mhm.
another one at you. Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh, can I go first on that one? I love that one.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead, Keith. What you got?
And listen, it's the communication.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
communication. You have to understand. I'll give you another scenario, man. I'm playing Roblox at a tournament. The dad see me, he's like, man, what you doing? I said, look, man, my daughters play this. If whatever they involved in, I'm gonna be involved in. We
Mhm.
have to communicate to them. We have to be able to communicate because that's the separation. We don't understand what they're hearing. They don't understand what we know. How can we communicate that and be on the same page? That's the biggest one for me is communication.
I got you.
Bring it, just bring them home, baby. All good. Just I ain't gotta like what you're doing, but I want to be able to respect what you're doing. Just bring the cat home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let
Go
me
ahead,
meet him.
Aqua. I see you up there, Aqua. What you got?
Yeah. I'm kind of on with him, but in a different aspect. In this day and age, I mean, being a Gen Xer, I gotta shut my mouth a lot. And I feel like I'm shutting my mouth too much, personally. I feel like I am not, because of the way the day and age is now, being, oh, you a mouth breather, you a knuckle. That's old school. That's an old mentality of thinking. I still like, it burns me up inside that I can't say some of the things I want to say or do some, or you know what I mean, or teach my daughter some of the things I want to teach because this day and age would tell me I'm wrong. So I feel like I'm always second guessing what I can and cannot say. So I feel like that's a mistake on my part. A lot of times I'm always like thinking and rethinking on how I can communicate with my daughters. And when I don't say something, I do feel like it's a mistake that I kept my mouth shut because this world wouldn't handle that.
That's a good point. That's good. Oh man.
So,
OGs in here. Go ahead, OG.
so I think back on my life, right? I haven't always gotten it right. I mean, there's been moments in my life where I've made horrible decisions with extreme confidence. You know what I mean? Horrible decisions with extreme confidence, as I'm sure you guys have.
Loud and wrong.
Knowing right from wrong, just hoping that I wouldn't get caught. And fortunately, but for the grace of God, things worked out for me, right? However, when I get to those moments or through those moments or in those moments, and I really, 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 really have to think get to be in my thoughts and get to kind of waddle in my thoughts. Hey man, I knew right from wrong. And because I had heard it from somebody, whether my parents, whether I took their advice or not, I had heard it before. And then it was like, this is what they were talking about. Or an uncle or a neighbor. He might say, what you doing out here, man? You ain't supposed to be out here with these cats, man. What are you doing? You know what I mean? So let's be clear about this. So what I think today is, back to your point, Keith, communication. Because look, man, let's be clear about this. Let's not sit here and act like we took all the advice that was given to us back in the day. Matter of fact, even to this day, and Jack can tell you this because I tell him this on the golf course all the time. Hey, look, man, I usually give my best advice to my friends because I don't always use it for myself. You know what I mean? So if you're being honest, let's be clear that we don't always use our own advice. We don't always take the advice from other people. But the fact that when it happens, when things go, because we have heard this before, we have the ability not to follow a bad decision with a stupid decision. You don't double down on the ignorance. You know what I mean? So you got to still tell them,
Yes,
Off
you
of
do.
phone, just like you say, you still gotta have that conversation. But
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
are foolish or naive to believe that we're gonna sit here and say something and somebody's just gonna take it and be like, you know what? I was just about to go do this, but I'm not gonna do that now because you told me that. No, usually it's gonna be like, I knew I shouldn't have
Yeah.
done that.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
told me this was
absolutely.
gonna happen, right? I mean, let's
Yeah.
just be clear about that.
The thing
Because we
is,
all
and
made decisions.
they probably would unless you were talking to your own kids. Now you could say that same advice.
Yeah.
Kids
Right.
would listen, but I would say that
Right.
to a stranger or a neighbor, and they be all in on that thing because it's like, wow, that sounds
But your
logical.
own kid,
Yeah.
he might be, and God forbid, Jack, because I met your son. He might be in the cell block when he thinks about it, but he's gonna be like, "Man, my father told me this was
Yeah.
gonna happen, man. I didn't
Yeah.
believe it." You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I didn't believe it.
You
Like the
were
old people
right.
used to tell you, you don't believe fat meat greasy, right? You get
Right.
sometimes I can show you better than I can tell you. Sometimes you just gotta mess around and find out.
That's how it
But
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
that's what it is, man. But as parents and as adults, as the elders in the community, let's be clear about this. All of us on this program, on this chat, would be would be upset with ourselves if we saw somebody go down the road of self-destruction and we didn't bring it to their attention.
Yeah.
Now, if they did
Absolutely.
it, at least we get to absolve ourselves and say, I told this young boy this was gonna happen. But just imagine how
Yep.
you feel when you say, "Man, I should have said something to that guy. Man, I saw this coming. I didn't say nothing to him." And that's the part that gets me more than anything. You can
Yeah.
do what you want to do, but you can't say that you didn't know. You can't say that I didn't tell you. So you
Right.
know
Yeah.
exactly where I was coming
Yeah.
from. Now you do what you want with it, but I don't have to say I told you so because you already know I told you so.
So, Coach E, I see your wheels spinning. What you got, sir?
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about what all of y'all are saying. What Aqua said about I can totally relate to that, man. Like keep second guessing yourself and should I say this? Should I say that? What I've done with that is I do a lot of studying and reading. I read the Bible, I read books, and trying to become that man that I need to be so I can respond well in certain situations, right? Get that knowledge, get that wisdom. So when those situations come, Aqua, you know what I do? I just say it. I just say it.
Absolutely.
No, I say it, and hopefully it'll land how it's
You
supposed to land.
receive,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I say it, understanding that I put the work in.
right?
So to come out the right
Absolutely.
way. And then to what you said a little earlier, Keith, is about like getting in there with them, learning, doing what they're doing. It has to be reciprocal because we lose ourselves trying to figure. I want my child to know this is how we did it and this is how we communicate. Like with the cell phone stuff, we don't answer the phone. We don't do that. Okay, so I'm still supposed to everything that I've grown up doing. I'm supposed to just kill all of that,
Right.
and figure it out your way when there's no reciprocation there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to teach my kids. You know what I'm saying? It's a give and take either way. Just because I'm an adult, what I found is kids just want to throw all that stuff out. That's old school stuff. That's old. That don't work no more. That's they throw everything at them. Like they say, the baby out with the bathwater. No, that's some good stuff here. Our parents didn't get everything wrong. You know what I mean? They taught some good stuff.
What the old people tell you, just keep on living. Just keep on living.
Exactly.
Just keep on living.
Just hopefully you trust us enough that we're gonna give you the good stuff. And when we wrong, because I've had to apologize to my kids before too. That's another level of maturity that I've gained. It's like, okay, I was wrong. I was wrong. And can you forgive me?
Yeah.
That's not, So I love this conversation, man. It's like
I tell mine, I've been your age.
you haven't been mine.
Absolutely.
I've been your age. Yeah, I know what you're doing. You just ain't been mine.
Yeah, absolutely. And then too, guys, part of that communication is being a good listener.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keeping that door open,
being present,
being a good listener. Absolutely. Because, especially us as men, I'm sure like with our fathers, like with my father, man, all you gotta do is raise his voice. I knew what's up.
Yeah.
So I'm really conscious, man, of how I talk. I'm not a loud talker. I don't demand, I command, and I'm really conscious of that, especially with my daughters, and especially again, guys, look, we treat our significant others, they're watching.
Yeah.
And I've had those conversations with my daughters like, Dad, can we just listen? It won't, if something was to happen to me today, it won't be for lack of information. Understand that when I walk out that door, I don't know what's next. I want to make sure you have all the information. that I have. Then it's
Right.
up for you to take the baton and take it to that next step, because that's what I had to do with my parents,
Yeah.
right? So, and then that really what helped me kind of open those doors with my kids. You know what I mean? When you have those deep talks, when you throw, the grandparents in, they tend to want to listen more. You know what I mean? And I say, listen, you're going to have to make your own decisions. But just know, here's the information. Here's the information, but you're going to have to make your own decisions. But also understand there's ramifications to your decisions,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to always love you. I'm going to always be here for you. I ain't got to like it, but I want to be able to respect the decision that you made the best decision for yourself. I'm not here to be, and I always tell them this, listen, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm your father. I'm your dad. I'm not your friend. My job is to teach you, so when you leave this house and you walk out that door, you're prepared.
Hmm.
You're prepared for this world. As simple as that. So, I mean, yes, absolutely. That communication, man, being a good listener, being
Communication.
present.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's all we can do, man. Role model it. That's it.
We're close to the end of the show, gentlemen. It's a great conversation. I don't want to even end it, but I got one more question for y'all. I'm gonna put you all on the hot seat, so y'all
Oh,
gonna be on the hot seat, okay? So look, he dropped.
He left.
he
Fade out.
said,
Nope.
I'm out
He
of
said
here.
nope.
Keith said, I'm out of here. Nope, I'm not
He
doing
dropped.
it. No,
So
no,
look, when he
sir.
come back, I'll explain it to him. So imagine here he's coming back. So yeah, look, man, look, I
Keith,
got you.
come on, man. You can handle it. You can handle the question, bro.
Hey, I couldn't hear him, so I got to refresh and
Yeah,
go
yeah.
out to come back.
I said, all right, I'm putting you all on the hot seat. So here's
Okay.
the one question. So imagine you're speaking to your child or your children for the last time.
Mm.
Mm,
You only have 30 seconds.
Wow.
I even give you a minute, but it's yours. This is your one time. This is yours. You only got your last 30 seconds or a minute that you're talking to your children. What would you say? And I'm gonna go one
mm,
by one. I'm gonna go one by one. I'll let you go first, Aquafunk. I'm gonna let you go first.
Because
But
I'm
wait,
a
mm.
wait a minute. Let me get so everybody know you got your question. Aqua's coming up. So you got 30 seconds to a minute to talk to your kids. What are you going to say? Aquafunk's up. Let's go.
I've already thought about this. I don't know why I thought about this a bunch of times already, but I would tell my son, who's 27 and in the Air Force, to spend more time with his sisters, who's 13 and 7 years autistic, and show them what a real man's supposed to be. If I'm dying right now, continue to show them what a real man's supposed to be. I would tell my 13-year-old, watch her older brother, and when you find somebody, make it look like him. And I would tell both of them to watch their little sister, the autistic one. That's really all I would do. I have a lot of faith in my son. He's turning out to be a great man. Um, but that would be it. I've already thought about it many times.
All right.
Mm,
I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. Hey, Coach E, I'm
mm.
gonna come to you, man. You got 30 seconds, 1 minute to talk to your children. What would you say?
Oh, man. Wow. For me, man, for my son, who was a 25-year-old son, who's a athlete playing ball overseas, I would tell him to be accountable. Be accountable for your actions. And where you develop your consciousness and your morals, make sure you put God first. And that's just not a cliche. I truly believe that. Biblical principles, apply them to your life daily. I would say that same thing to my 30-year-old daughter too, but for her, I will tell her to just trust all the work that you put in and believe in God, believe that you can do and achieve anything that you want to achieve in life because you have a good heart. Your heart is strong. You go for what you know, and just believe in you and honor people. Honor yourself by being honest with yourself about who you are and whose you are.
All right. No, thank you.
Mm,
Thank you. My man
mm.
Keith, man, I'm coming to you. You got 30 seconds to 1 minute. You're talking to your children. What would you say?
Man, the first thing I would say is that I love you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you. I tell my daughters this all the time, man. Listen, you're my everything, man. I mean, the wife is my heart, and they are my heartbeat.
Mm.
Don't let society value you. Put the value you value yourself. Keep grinding. You are enough. You have enough inside of you to do anything in this world that you want to do. Take care of each other
Right.
and just go get it. Because we weren't born to be average. We weren't born to be average. The best that no means no is a complete sentence. Make sure you stand on that. Anytime that's challenged, walk away. Daddy love you.
All right.
You've been a highlight of my life.
All right. All right. I respect it. Brother Walt, coming to you, Walt Talks. What you got for me, sir?
Hey
30
man,
seconds per
she's
minute.
44. I would give her this one. Look, from the day she was born, from the day you were born, if I'm talking to her, of course, I've always, before I made a decision, I've always asked myself, is this the advice you would give to her? I've tried to live my life by those standards. You had 44 years of your life to see who I am. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what a good man is. I've tried to be a good man. So all I'm saying is ask yourself, what would I do if I were in your situation? And I hope that I've done enough to show you how to get to the other side of what you're going through.
Wow.
And that's what it is.
Good stuff.
Gentlemen, I truly want to thank you all for being a guest today, man, because as usual, you definitely set a standard, and I appreciate it. I know this is it's a Father's Day celebration all month long, but it is touchy. And I threw that last question in there because, like I say, if we only had those 30 seconds to a minute to talk to your kids, where it would be. And if I had to say that to my sons, I got 4 boys that I've raised 5, but at the same time, it's, you know, you're only as good as your word, and be honest to yourself and be honest to the people that you're talking to. You know, one thing for sure, you know, I can joke with the best of them and all of that, but you don't come back and say that I was unfair to you or wrong to you. He wronged me or whatever. You're going to say this man, he told me and he showed me, and that's what I'm going to be about. And that's what I want my kids to be about. So with that, but I want to say thank you again for being a guest on the show. Coach E, Keith Mercer, my man Aqua Funk, Walt Talks as usual.
Man, been a pleasure, fellas.
Love having y'all up here, and I thank you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Happy Father's Day to you all, every day, not just the month of June and the Monday that they did celebrate it, but happy Father's Day to you all. To everyone who watched today, we thank you for tuning in to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, the Gentleman's Journal, and its Father's Day month-long celebration. Thank you all for tuning in, and continue to tune in, because we're going to keep putting out good content that's going to be meaningful. Again, it's iron sharpening iron. We want to be stronger, and I feel stronger today than I did before this show started. So I thank you all for that. I'm going to ask you guys to hang back for a little bit, and we're going to close this show out. But until next time, I ask you to stay sharp. We talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.